Okay, I've been kind of, keeping track of, keeping track. I watch a couple of news YouTubers, like The Quartering, I occasionally watch Tipster. I Those are the main two that I watch, and this whole thing involving, pronouns and misgendering somebody, it's just freaking nonsense. If you have the money and you can get the plastic surgery to get yourself a chest if you're a guy wanting to be a girl, or if you want to get rid of your chest when you're a girl wanting to be a guy, why don't you do it? Because when someone meets someone for the first time, they're going to take in a person's features, like if they had a chest, for example, or they look more masculine, despite, with or without makeup or whatever, I don't really care. They are going to assume that you are male or female depending on your biology. And if you do not identify as that, you do not have the right to get all high and mighty and getting mad at somebody for misgendering you and claiming that it's out of malice when it's... Yeah, you cannot just assume that people are doing it out of malice when it's just common sense. You see someone that looks masculine, you're going to assume they're a guy. Unless they say otherwise, I'm like, okay, whatever. And whatever, it's not that big a deal. They don't have to freaking put it up on TikTok. Claiming that people are doing it out of malice and blah, 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 blah. If you have the money, if you were a TikTok star and you've got the money coming in, or if you want to be a woman, then go through with it. Go through with the surgery. Go through with the surgery to get fake tits, or whatever the heck you gotta do for that, because I don't know if it's fake or not. Or to cut off your little thing down there and prove that you are what you say you are, instead of just going with the pronouns thing, because either way, if you don't do that, then I'm going to assume you're doing it for attention, because if you can't afford it, fine. Save up the money for it. And do the injections to make yourself more masculine or feminine or whatever. And then someday get the dang surgery. But until then, I'm going to assume your biological gender, because I'm not going to walk on eggshells trying to assume or trying to guess what your dang gender is and end up being wrong and getting screamed at for it. You know? Just if you want to be identified as a particular gender, you can tell me that if I accidentally give you the wrong gender. But don't go having a screaming match over acting like I'm doing it out of pure malice when I'm not. It's just going by biology, essentially. I mean, if someone was to look at me, they would assume I'm a woman, and I am. I'm not gonna, if I was to identify as a man, for example, it's a hypothetical thing. It's not true. But if I was to, do that and they misgender me, I wouldn't care. I'd be like, oh, I'm sorry, I identify as this, or whatever, and they're like, okay, whatever, it was an honest mistake. But no, people are way too sensitive nowadays and trying to do all this sort of stuff for attention when they don't, when they don't even have the, I should say, the balls to go through with the surgeries. Yeah, that's kind of funny considering if people wanted to do, women to male, like, yeah. But yeah, take Dylan Mulvaney, for example. They claim he is a woman, and yes, I said he. I don't care if y'all come at me. I do not care one bit. Go at it. I don't care. But yeah, this guy has a ton of money to be even living in, like, a foreign country or whatever. Why not use that money to do the job and give yourself, injections to get yourself a chest, get your little thing chopped off, or whatever the heck they do with it. I don't know what they do with it. I don't know if they chop it off. I don't know if they do something to it to make it more like a vagina. I don't know. But yeah, don't go getting mad that you're being identified as a male when you won't even have the balls to chop off your balls. Seriously, if you are not planning on getting that surgery, then you are just doing it for attention, because no one's going to say you're the opposite gender unless you actually go through with that sort of surgery like other trans people do. Because at least those people will do everything they can to be able to be the gender that they want. You guys are just playing pretend. And it's not fun for the rest of us because we have to walk on eggshells because of y'all. So if you really want to be a male or a female and you're not, go through with it. Save up the money, get your surgery, and be what you want to be. But if you don't, then we're going to assume you're just playing pretend and that you don't want to be, you just want to do it for attention and to clout stuff. So, yeah. That's how I feel about it. So, yeah. If any of you fans of those people want to come at me, go ahead. That's my opinion and I'm not changing it.